season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To number 11,
Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
25.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He's out of bounds behind.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
15-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Damon Arnett.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And long.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run it with Jacobs into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 17-7 is our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Here we go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Raiders 17. Chiefs.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Now Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Gets this one to Hill. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I know you've got a baseball background. Right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
22-yard line.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now left side on the swing pass. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
City Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
The 31-yard line.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Darren Waller.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That one complete to Hill. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jacobs trying to run on 1st down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jacobs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the front.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The Raiders.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Jacobs. Frank Clark there on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup. And
to throw on 3rd down. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chiefs 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. The 40, 30, 10.
I'm going to show you, man.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
On for the point after.
That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so you can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He was tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To throw his car. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it did. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
For the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down to the 11.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And my goodness, another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, Now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And now here is another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
Uh-oh.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 62.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 37-yard line.
Carr going to look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
31 yards.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Josh Jacobs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rolling to his left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The Raider ball carrier. Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.